Have you ever been in a completely dark room, and then suddenly one small flame appears? Not a spotlight, not a floodlight. Just one candle. And yet, everything changes. The darkness doesn't disappear all at once, but it loses its power. Corners become visible. Fear becomes manageable. Direction becomes possible. Now here is the truth. Most people don't realize that candle didn't fight the darkness. He didn't argue with it. It simply showed up and did what light does. And today, I want to talk to you about something that can change your life forever. When you help light someone else's candle, your own does not grow weaker. It shines even brighter. We live in a world that teaches us a dangerous lie. It tells us, if I help you, I'll have less. If I give you my time, my energy, my knowledge, I'll fall behind. If I let you shine, there won't be room for me. So we guard our light. We dim it. We hide it. We compete instead of connect. But let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a candle lose its flame by lighting another candle? Never. Light multiplies. It does not divide. And yet, people live their lives as if success, joy, love, and purpose are limited resources like slices of a pie. They're not. They're more like fire. The more you share them, the more powerful they become. Some of the most exhausted people in the world are not the ones doing too much. They are the ones doing everything alone. They believe strength means isolation. They believe winning means outpacing everyone else. They believe success means standing on top by yourself. But listen carefully. The loneliest place in the world is the top of a ladder you climbed by pushing others down. Because when you finally get there, there's no one clapping. No one celebrating. No one who feels connected to your victory. Real fulfillment doesn't come from being above people. It comes from rising with people. Let me tell you a story. There was a young person who felt invisible. Talented but unnoticed. Kappa but overlooked. Full of potential but drowning in self-doubt. Every room they walked into felt dark. Until one day, someone noticed them. Someone said, "Hey, I see you." Someone said, "You're good at this." Someone said, "Let me show you how." That person didn't give them money, didn't give them fame, didn't give them shortcuts. They gave them something far more powerful. Belief. And that belief became a flame. Years later, that same person went on to light dozens, hundreds of other candles, and the original flame, it didn't go out. It became a wildfire. That's how it works. When you help someone else, something incredible happens inside you. You grow in confidence, because teaching reminds you of how much you already know. You grow in clarity, because lifting others forces you to refine your values. You grow in purpose because your life stops being just about survival and starts being about significance. You don't just feel useful, you feel alive. That's not weakness, that's power. Here's something fascinating. Light is not passive. It travels. It moves. It reaches. And so do people who choose to help others. When you encourage someone, your words echo back to you. When you mentor someone, your discipline sharpens. When you give someone hope, your own hope becomes anchored. You become who you lift. That's why the most impactful leaders, teachers, and change makers are not the ones obsessed with being seen. They're obsessed with helping others become. So why don't we do it more? Fear. Fear of being used. Fear of being unrecognized. Fear that our light isn't strong enough. But hear this clearly. You don't need to be fully healed to help someone heal. You don't need to be perfect to be impactful. You don't need to have all the answers to be a light. A candle doesn't ask, "Am I bright enough?" It just burns. Lighting someone's candle doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes it looks like sending a message that says, "I believe in you." Sharing knowledge without expecting credit. Opening a door instead of guarding it. Listening when the world is too loud. Never underestimate small light, because to someone in total darkness, a flicker is everything. Let me ask you a powerful question. When your name is mentioned years from now, what will people say? They were successful, or they help me believe in myself. Your legacy is not what you accumulate, it's what you ignite. Titles fade, money moves, achievements get replaced, but the light you spark in someone else, that lives on long after you're gone. Some of you learn to shrink, to stay key, play small so others feel comfortable. But listen to me. The world does not need you dim, it needs you lit. And not just lit for yourself, lit for others. Your growth gives permission. Your courage gives hope. Your kindness gives strength. When you shine, you make it safer for others to shine too. So today, I challenge you. Be the candle, not the one that waits for perfect conditions. Not the one that demands recognition, but the one that quietly lights others again and again. Because here, that's the truth. The brightest people in the world are not the ones who guard their flame. They are the ones who use it to light the way. And in doing so, they discovered something extraordinary. Their own light has never been stronger. So go, light one candle, then another, then another, and watch how bright your life becomes.